Boy, let's start here. There's a couple things I want to ask you about, but shutdown possibility first. Is that something you think is it realistic? What odds would you put on a government shutdown here in the lame duck?
I'd say 100% it won't happen. We hear about it all. We're always going to have them. And a government shutdown is merely an idle threat.
And then they figure it out at the last minute, 11:57 or whatever, and we get one of the deals, and that's going to be barrel. Okay, fine. So that's off the table. Let's talk about the new Congress a little bit, because we hear all these scenarios, and for us, when you watch the market, some people say, "Oh, gridlock is good." Others say there's going to be some deal making done. The president will cut a deal with the Democrats, maybe on infrastructure. Tax cuts 2.0 are a possibility. First half of next year, what's realistic? What can we expect?
Well, I think something on infrastructure is possible. Both Democrats and the president have talked about reducing prescription drug prices in the U.S. Those are the two big things, but they're not going to happen right away. You know, the thing that I think the first day will be the big issue?
Yep.
The request by Richard Neal, the new chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, to President Bush: hand over your tax returns.
President Trump, right?
President Trump.
Yeah, right. Yes, because President Bush would have no. I was kidding. But that's where we start. So your point is it's going to be all about going after Trump, the new Democratic majority going after Trump. That's the story of the year.
Well, that's the story of the beginning of the year. And I think at some point they're going to have to get to these serious issues of infrastructure. You know, Trump talked about it a lot during the campaign. Not much in the last year, but it's an issue he's interested in, and also drug prices. And I think those are big ones that there could be agreements between Democrats and Trump. That's true.
Drug price is another one where you would think the parties might align, at least philosophically. Let me ask you about trade before we let you go, because we were talking about it at this top of the hour in relation to markets and everything. I thought it was interesting, and to Gary Kaltbaum's point, we've seen this a number of times from Larry Kudlow. He comes out and talks, as he did today, saying, hey, we're making some progress. We're talking again. U.S. and China seem to help stocks for a little while today. Now, so this is separate from Congress, obviously something the administration has to work on its own. But do you think we should look at this G20 meeting, President Trump and Xi Jinping, as a time where maybe President Trump is transitioning into deal-making mode there and is willing to maybe cut some sort of a deal, help himself politically, help the markets? Do you think he's changing his tune on China a little bit, or no?
No, I don't think so. Look, for him, being tough on China is where he is and where he ought to be. I mean, look, the whole effort of all these trade deals that he's talked about and worked on that have been designed to isolate China and get the whole world agreeing with him, the world without China, and agreeing on the notion that China does not trade fairly with the U.S. and everybody else in the world, and we've really got to crack down.
So your bet is this is going to last. I mean, and this is what people in the markets are trying to figure out. Your bet is this is going to last a while, the back and forth with China.
It'll be a big issue all year in 2019.
Good to see you, Fred. Thanks a lot. Fred Barnes coming on
You're
today.
Welcome.